Flannel Boy again with some more shark jumping. Now the music geek that I am remembers a time when I would turn on the radio to try to hear a Maroon 5 song instead of turning it off once I did hear one. Yeah, his voice always did sound like Mickey Mouse, but Levine and Friends were amazing to listen to 9 years ago. They had a funk edge that they've since lost, but they weren't even limited to that. They used to be able to do both a tender song like She Will Be Loved, a jazzy thing like Sunday Morning, an angry rocker like Harder to Breathe, and a funk beat like This Love. That whole album, Songs About Jane, is a no-filler accumulation of all the styles that band could do, and I love it. It's my favorite album, well, one of my favorite albums of that year. But no, I have to talk about shark jumping. Let's see, their next album was not too bad, but the one after that was pretty desperate. God, look at that cover. They would do anything to get that sold. So it had to be between those two, and I'm not even talking about their latest offering. Okay, backing up a bit. In 2007, they released the follow-up to Songs About Jane. It Won't Be Soon Before Long began a process of converting that funk into dance music. It was pretty successful, too. It wasn't as catchy as Songs About Jane, and it did have some filler tracks, and it wasn't as diverse, but honestly, Songs About Jane was a tall order to the top. That follow-up is still pretty great. But with dance music comes remixes, and with remixes comes producers and annoying drum machines and guest artists. You know, it's the whole 80s formula for making songs worse. Hey, I resent that. What? 80s? Dude, adding a drum beat can, completely fix this sucky funk song. I did it with all those Prince songs back in Me 7. You know, it's good to dance to at the club. First you're calling me, now you're in my room? Well, I didn't want to have to carry my cell phone. The thing was, big. We're talking 2000s. You're out of your element. Get out! Jeez, okay, man. So, the date I'm giving is May 8th, 2008. If I Never See Your Face Again single release. This was the first of the Maroon 5 guest artist singles and the first remix single. The guest artist was Rihanna. Now, I don't listen to Rihanna, and I know she's very popular in whatever genre she is. But she didn't add much to the song. Now, instead of one person singing in high register, we have two. I guess the main difference between the two is that she wavers her voice a lot. And the only difference I see between that and the album version is that Rihanna's there. Honestly, there must have been demand for wavery voices in '08, which would explain why Rihanna was popular in that genre she's in. Also, Wonder Opera Vibrato didn't become popular that year. Hey, wait a minute. But apparently Adam Levine didn't get the memo, because the next album is all him getting even more high-pitched and annoying than usual. The definition of funk has been degraded to disco-style guitar, which works on moves like Jagger, which is a disco song, but not on the lead-off single Misery. There are two guests on this album, both of them way out of genre and unnecessary. The songwriting is no longer any fun, and now the songs are basically built on Adam Levine's voice instead of the other way around. You know, Alanis Morissette had an annoying voice too, but that's not why she's famous, guys. You need more than that. And the lyrics, good God, the lyrics. I mean, he forgot his rhyming dictionary for Misery, but that's not the most egregious offense, obviously. You get a first-degree offense for random Jagger reference. Did you originally name the song Moves Like Jackson and then change it because you thought it would be insensitive? Or were you plugging the Stones because you opened for them back in your Songs About Jane days? Well, by that logic, you could have done Sugar Ray, Matchbox 20, Train, Counting Crows, or Jason Mraz. Of those mentioned, I give the dancing award to Pat Monahan for that Soul Sister dance, with Adam Duritz coming in close second. Do I even need to bring up the last album? All Funk Is Gone, the last single is the worst use of a Levine voice I've ever heard, Payphone had a guest rap spot from Wiz Khalifa, and it's not like a funk rap thing, like a guest rap from Anthony Kiedis from RHCP. That would never happen, but God, it would be amazing. But it's all standard dance music, no funk left, just that voice, which has become worse than rubbing balloons. Basically, they just became a pop music machine, and there doesn't seem to be a market for funk songs anymore. Just squeaky auto-tuned electro-pop. That's a genre. Now, I know a lot of you might remember that Kanye West song that featured Adam Levine back in 2005 and wondered why I didn't make that the shark jumping moment. Now, while I don't like that song, most of their material on the album following it was not terrible. In fact, they recycled the melody from that Kanye song into a full song that I do admire the melody of. Also, Adam Levine is not Maroon 5, otherwise it'd be called Maroon 1. And yeah, they did have Kanye remix their songs before, but before the Rihanna remix, they didn't release any of these as a single. Actually, they didn't release If I Never See Your Face Again as a single at all, just the remix. I mean, for the people who don't listen to Maroon 5 albums, I bet they don't know this song has a version without Rihanna, just like it took me a long time to figure out I'm Afraid of Americans had a version without Trent Reznor. You know, I really didn't listen to any Maroon 5 before the songs about Jane era. I wonder what they sounded like then. Wow! You guys want some orange juice with that pulp? Forget dance pop songs, you should have gone back to this. It wouldn't have sold quite as well, but maybe you'd get a guest spot from the Spice Girls or something. Or maybe just one of the Spice Girls. No, guys, you're too American for this. 2008, the year Maroon 5 jumped the shark.